Hey everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing the minimum factory plamax 1/20th scale Kaname Buccaneer from the series Macross Delta. Some of the things I'm going to be discussing today is the parts count, detail, build quality, and whether or not I think this figure is worth it for the price. I'll try to keep this under 10 minutes, and with that, let's get into it. So the parts count for this figure is roughly about 41 pieces. That's not bad for something that is what it costs, which is roughly about $25–30 before shipping, mind you. This is before shipping. And some of those parts I will show you right now include things like her tie, that's its own separate piece, the waistband, and this round circular piece, these two are its own separate pieces. This armband, I'm not sure if you can see that, this armband right here, that's its own separate piece. Microphone is its own separate piece. The head is 7 pieces in itself. The flower, ribbon, obviously her face, the front of the hair, midsection of the hair, and her small little ponytail. Even this green collar right here is its own separate piece. So what constitute as parts count, like her arm, I can tell you her arm itself, this is 4 pieces. You have this top part of her shoulder is 1 piece, the armband is another piece, her forearm is another piece, and then her hand is another piece. So that's why you get, like 41 pieces. It's not just one whole separate piece. Again, this is a kit, so you have to build it yourself. So, parts count for something like this, for a 1/20th scale, it's not bad. 41 pieces for something that small. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the detail of this character. That's the reason why I have the figurized bust here, is to kind of help give you a comparison of what's missing. Like, what is missing from this 1/20th scale figure? You can see that her shirt is just one whole yellow piece. Whereas the figurized bust, you can see she has green stripes on her shirt, as well as she's missing the red piece here on her tie that the figurized bust has. Details like her fingers should be skin tone color. Obviously that's missing from the 1/20th scale. Is that a demerit? To be honest, yes and no. Yes, because well, no, I would say no, only because it's a kit, so minor details or more refined detail is something that, as a builder, as a model kit builder, you gotta add yourself. So I wouldn't really say it's a demerit on their part. Other details is like the decal sheet, and it's a water slide decal sheet. It's a very small water slide decal sheet, and I'll show you. This is Mikumo's water slide decal sheet right here. Very, very minimal. Kaname's decal sheet consisted of 3 of these circular decals, 3 of her tie, and 6 pairs of eyes. So if you fuck up on her eyes, believe me, you got 6 chances to do it, okay? If you need more than that, yeah, sorry, I can't help you here, okay? So that's, decal wise for this kit, that's very minimal. Next thing I'm going to be talking about is the build quality. Build quality for this kit is very nice. Now, I can't recommend it for somebody who has very, very large fingers. unless you're very good with tweezers. Okay, I have pretty sausagey fingers, and at times it did get difficult for me to put her together. And when I get to the Reina review, oh my god, Reina was one of the hardest for me to put together, only because she has so many tiny pieces. But I'll get to her when I get to her. Like I said, build quality wise, once again, you know, pretty detailed for, like I said, her wristband here. Again, build quality of the microphone. It's one piece, but that is, you know, pretty small. And you will need something like super glue or plastic cement. Now, I don't recommend super glue because super glue can get very messy, and if you mess up on a piece, chances are you're going to have to break it off to try to fix it, and then that's going to be another headache in itself. I highly recommend something like plastic cement, such as something like this. Tamiya's plastic cement. You don't necessarily have to get Tamiya plastic cement. That's what my local hobby store has, and that's what I use, and that's what I like. You can use if testers mix plastic cement. I know there's other companies, but they're not coming off the top of my head right now. It's just that I like to use Tamiya. I use Tamiya products, so that's just my personal preference. But like I said, you will need glue for this figure. This figure is not a snap fit figure like Gundam kits. Okay, you're not gonna find a peg that's gonna fit into a hole and then it's gonna stay there. You will find guidance pieces, you know, where you are supposed to place what pieces go where, but you will, like I said, you will need glue and patience. Patience is key here. Let me get some of the parts, because I'm building Mikumo right now, so I can kind of show you what I mean by parts, such as this is her waist piece. You can see that there are like guidelines, but that's really just to help you put the piece together. I mean, to kind of guide you where the piece goes. You will need glue for it to stay on wherever it's going to go. So build quality wise, you will need glue, yes. The build quality in itself, it's a nice figure, but for the smaller pieces, it will be a little bit frustrating, especially for those people who have larger fingers like me. I have sausage fingers, so it did get a little bit irritating. But the figure, but when you're done with it, the figure itself is plenty worth it. So for the final thing I'm going to discuss, and I'm gonna have to make this quick because I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes. Is the figure worth it? As a Macross fan, my personal opinion on it is yes, because I like the character, and yes, that is being biased towards the series because, again, like I said, I am a fan. For somebody who is a model kit builder, especially an intermediate to pro model kit builder, I would say this might be an interesting figure to pick up to build. It's not difficult by any means, but you will have to do a lot of detailing up to make it look accurate, as accurate as it can to the show. And for those of you who do not know the Macross series or am curious about it, whether or not you want to pick this up, for the price of it being $25 to $30 and possibly 40 and even a little bit higher, 40 $40 to $45 after shipping. Mind you, this figure is $25 to $30 before shipping, and you could be possibly paying $40 to $45 after shipping. Even if you find it domestically, you're probably still going to be paying about that price, $40, at a local shop, So, price point to you might be a little bit high for somebody who does not know what the series is or doesn't know the characters. I would recommend that you may find your money useful elsewhere, just because this is something more for like an intermediate builder. If you're not used to using glue to put your kits together, then I would have to say stay away, only because you don't want to jump into the fray of having to put something together with glue and then end up with a giant mess. I have a little bit of experience, so to me it's not a big of a deal. Is this figure worth it? Again, to fans, yes. If you're a fan of the show, if you like the characters, and you're a model builder, keep that all in mind. If you're an intermediate model builder, you like the show, you like the characters, it's a definite pickup. To me, it was a definite pickup. If you don't know the characters, you don't know the show, you're just kind of intrigued, and you're thinking maybe it might be something worth trying. If you think it's worth trying, I'm not going to tell you no. But for your first foray into this, I would say maybe you might want to look for something else. That's my personal opinion on it. So, take it for what it is. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully, if you guys have any more questions, any comments or whatnot, put them down below. I'll try to answer them as best I can. And hopefully I've answered some questions for people who want to know about what the minimum factory 120 scale figures are and whatnot. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll review the next figures when I get to it. Thank you.